Bayonetta.
Well, the thing is, I would believe that of most people in Wisconsin, now I think Milwaukee has a lot of Danila, or Bayonetta experience, rather. But previous to that, the only Bayonettas in Wisconsin were in the northern and western area, being Fishent and Dash, respectively. And Dash, I know, was attending a lot of the same tournaments that Vedi was, and they were going fairly even. And so I know that Vedi knows the matchup pretty well. It's just, how does Dash play differently than Danila?
Yeah, Bayonetta is one of those characters where there is so much variation in the flavor of the character between the different mains. One of the highest skill expression characters in my opinion that you can actually have. So it really is just is a question of what you're going to look for. And the biggest ever-present threat that you never really see until it rears its ugly head and you lose your stock for it, that witch time is going to be a big thing that Vedi has to look out for, because when you're swinging that sword with Ike, you have to be really, really cautious with when you're throwing out your active hitboxes. Yeah,
especially because a lot of what Ike's going to want to look for is that falling nair into up airs, into back airs, into just any kill confirm.
You have to get those combos down pat, because otherwise that's a bat within, and then that nice little combo, that two-piece that you fought for so hard as Ike, is suddenly a complete reversal.
Starting it off on Town and City here, that's a very interesting pick from the Danila side of things, because you would think that Bayonetta would want a lower ceiling. However, she does like to kill off the side as well with those fair combos, and with down air and as well as jab. So Town and City's small side blasts are going to be working out in his favor. They're going to be absolutely working out in Ike's favor, because Ike loves to kill off the side.
Amen to that, but Danila looking to kill off the side as well with his fair combo off the side, and not quite going to pan out just yet. But now, you can also see Vedi trying to hug a little bit closer to the ground. He does not want to be met in the air by those ABKs.
No, absolutely not. Vedi extremely knowledgeable on what Bayonetta can do, and so wisely avoiding that half-thrown kick. Can't find, or we can rather find a way backstage. Can't find the up smash, though.
I already saw a Vedi up smash kill today. I would have been surprised to see it again.
I've been hit by that more than once, I'll tell you that much, so.
I feel like we all have, and we don't like to admit it, but...
No, absolutely not. But we do also get hit by Vedi, or by Danila back here, rather, and that's the first stock going to Danila.
That is the Danila Classic. We've seen so many kills from those, not even just this weekend, but just in Milwaukee in general. Now, Vedi wants to answer back, wants to get the kill. That forward tilt can be such a train wreck in this stage especially.
Be putting on a lot of pressure on Danila, but right now Danila the one making Vedi answer to him with all this pressure right now. 64%, but we get a Vedi dash attack as well.
But that is the Ike Classic then and there if you want to seal out the stock, but Vedi looking a little bit worse for wear at the 60%, trying to get the double witch twist off to the side, but Danila cannot quite close it out just yet, as now they're looking for that next big hit.
Yeah, great SDI there from Vedi, able to escape that Bayonetta combo. Vedi also a Smash 4 veteran, so definitely knows the SDI and Bayonetta combos, as we all do who played Smash 4.
We all have, horror stories a little bit about that game and requiring the SDI if we want to do anything against this character. And Danila proving that Bayonetta still a force to be reckoned with, even in Ultimate.
Absolutely. We thought this character fell off. Nah, she was waiting for the right pilot, and that pilot being Danila.
Amen to that. But now, Vedi looking to be the one that wants to take the driver's seat, trying to get a little bit of snare, and Danila's damage has been piling up a little bit. With such a light character like Bayonetta, he could be seeing his death relatively soon.
Yeah, but as you mentioned earlier, those two-piece combos are not going to be working out as well because of the bat within. We saw that come into play when Vedi got that nair, could not find the up air off of it. So we're maybe going to have to be searching for some raw kill moves, which Ike is pretty lacking. We're not lacking, but never mind, he's not lacking anything. He just dash attacks.
When all else fails, you just got to go for the dash attack. That is the Ike Classic.
Ike is lacking safe raw kill moves. But he does just throw out a dash attack every once in a while and he'll get the stock just like Bayonetta jab will.
Right now, after that jab, we're now even a piece down to one stock at relatively low percents. And one thing also to point out, Vedi's been doing a lot of these empty hops, trying to stay low on the ground. But right now, Danila happy to take Vedi into the air.
Yeah, and a falling up air going to be doing a lot of damage there from Danila, able to extend that combo. Can't find... Ooh, good combo there from Vedi. Can't find it because of the bat within yet again. But we get a Vedi up smash.
These air dodges from Danila. Vedi's been doing such a good job at calling them out. He's gotten the dash attack kill. He's got the up smash as well. Can he pay it off even more to try and get this first game?
He is looking. Oh, he had the air dodge read. He couldn't pull the trigger though.
he's doing so well at just like these empty run-ups. He wants to look for something. He wants to look for that swing from Danila. Danila not giving the opportunity, though, as relatively close. We're getting down to 3 minutes, and both these players, they're looking for that final linkage move, that final killing blow.
Yeah, Bayonetta, you know, that's the story of her ultimate life, is she does not have the kill moves that a lot of these characters. Oh, we get down to up air from Vedi, and Vedi takes game 1.
He called out that lack of an air dodge from Danila. He saw that Danila was air dodging so much and bet on Danila's adaptation to try and get down safely. Instead, Vedi just went and met him right up in the air with that up air.
Yeah, and that's Ike up game 1 right now. Vedi on Danila. Now, Vedi was a vote-in qualifier, the last vote-in qualifier. Danila made it through PR, so this would be like a huge upset if Vedi were to take it over Danila here.
This would be a massive upset. I mean, this was also like, you know, like a matchup between like, you know, the 3rd and 4th seeds at the pools. I mean, if Vedi can get the win here, that would be huge. And for a player who, like, you know, got a vote in, you want to get those big wins when you come to Summit.
Absolutely.
You are going against the best of the best as one of the best of the best in Wisconsin.
I'm being told by Mochi right now, a vote-in player has never gotten anything higher than 13th. We will be seeing Kit obviously getting 9th or better this year, but Vedi wants to join him. And a good way to do so, or actually the only way to do so, is to beat this Bayonetta player.
You want to start out, but you first need to seal out the stock number one though, as Danila starting this game off relatively strong with a few of these, like, you know, 1 or 2 piece fairs, trying to open up some big combo. But Vedi immediately answering back, getting these disadvantaged nairs.
Yeah, Vedi's doing such a good job at just like, as soon as he gets like damage on him from Danila, he answers it right back with like a 2-piece of his own. He's willing to take the Bayonetta combos that don't take his stock, because he knows that he'll be able to answer right back with an Ike stock of his own. But there's an F smash from Danila. That's one of those moves that'll take your stock.
I completely forgot about that. I forgot about the real Giant Fist. And if you're, like, you know, sticking out there with that ether from Ike, then you're basically just a sitting duck.
Yeah, absolutely. Danila proving he's not going to be missing any of those, so Vedi's got to be extremely careful with his recovery for the rest of the set.
But Vedi is playing absolutely stuck to the ground right now. He knows about, like, the possible threats that Bayonetta can give. Does not want to give Bayonetta the opportunity to get any aerial ABKs, any sort of side Bs into the air to meet that Ike.
Danila loves to start his combos with the Bayonetta up smash, or sorry, Bayonetta up air rather. We've seen it happen a couple times so far. Can't find the kill with a witch time down air, or down smash rather, but Vedi's very happy to be living right now, I'll tell you that much.
I am seeing more smash attacks from Danila than I have seen in quite a long time, and they've been panning out.
Yeah, I mean, he's not being punished for them, except, like, he takes a little percent, but he's not getting stocks off at 124. You absolutely take that if you're Danila, because you know I can kill you at 40% less than this normally.
This is also that awkward percent for Ike, where you're not going to be able to get really a nair linkage if you want to get that kill. You need something raw, like that dash attack, like any other one of Ike's super powerful moves.
Absolutely. Can we find any stock here, Danila, before Vedi can get this percent back up in his favor?
It's going to get thrown off to the side. Danila just tried to stifle a little bit of Vedi's forward momentum with those bullet arts. But now Vedi happy to get back in the driver's seat, trying to get his hands on this witch yet again. As he does, answers back with good damage. Yeah,
that's a down throw into a read back air. Good stuff from Vedi right now. And we get another 2-piece aerial combo. And again, this is approaching. Now we're definitely in. Ike's kill percent. That's an air dodge coming out from Danila. I don't know if he can make it back. Okay, he does. Why should I have doubt Bayonetta? What am I thinking?
I always think, like, you know, like Bayonetta uses everything, and then you just find out that there's extra one thing in the tank. Some way for Bayonetta players to always get back.
Yeah, another down tilt here. Look for that up air like we finished off first game with, but can't find it. There's Vedi. And a good sweep on back air from Danila, and that'll be second stock in Danila's favor.
But we've seen, like, you know, these percents that Danila could be seeing the end of the stock as soon as before you even realize it happened. Vedi's just so quick with these moves, but Danila not wanting to even give Vedi the opportunity, trying to take him right off the top.
Yeah, good attempt there from Danila. I mean, all this percent is just gravy right now. And we're at 80% here on this Ike. We got to find a stock quickly if we're Vedi and we want to take this game. Downward angle afterburner kick into the up air. I mean, we're going to we're gonna pay the Bayo tax for it, but we're gonna do a lot of damage there.
Just a slight miscalculation on the air dodge, and Danila is going to be losing that pretty important stock lead at this point, as now Vedi wants to take this advantage and use it for all that it has to give him.
Yeah, we've seen the Bayo tax work in like the worst possible times for Danila so far in Summit. We saw it Game 5 in pools against, I believe, I don't remember who it was, but it doesn't matter. We're not going to see it do too much damage this time.
Look, the tax might have taken a big chunk out of Danila's income, but they're still going to earn that game. They're still going to get what they were deserved.
Exactly.
And now we're evened up now, 1-1. Now the question is, where do you think we're going?
I think we just go right back. It looks like Vedi's very comfortable on PS2 right now.
Why do I question the stage choices? It's always going to be, we're always going to go to PS2. Everyone just trusts it.
Everyone loves PS2. I don't. I hate the stage.
What? Everyone, aw. I love PS2. Actually, people should give me Battlefield, but that's a topic for another time. But
yeah, right now we're going back to PS2 with Bayonetta and Ike on this stage. These are two characters that definitely love PS2.
Yeah, I mean, these fair combos are so good to start off on PS2. Try and actually get the reset at which time to take Vedi off stage yet again, but not quite yet. But Danila still trying to just start up this combo yet again. This could be everything. Push this actually back onto the stage. Good damage.
Again, sorry.
Good damage, not going to take this stuff.
Again, we're seeing a lot of this, like what you just said. A lot of good damage coming out from Bayonetta. They're not taking stocks. And Vedi is more than happy just taking all this damage, getting all this rage, so that he knows that Ike's moves are going to start killing that much earlier, you know?
That's what you need to have, at least. Like, if you want to play, if you want to win this matchup between Ike, between Bayonetta, you need those hard-hitting moves, those hard call-outs. You need to not make sure that if Danila gets your hands on you, you are not going to see the end of your stock.
Yeah, and right now, those Vedi dash attacks, kind of a little, they're not going to be what we take the stock right now. Instead, it's the up B, and now Vedi, again, with a lead here.
Now, you see, that witch time for a little bit. It's probably going to mean that Vedi thinks that Danila probably not going to throw out that witch time yet again. He does get to go a little bit more aggressive with these nairs, with these attacks, but now Vedi trying to push forward on the gas pedal.
Yeah, the up tilt back here, taking that stock. First one we've seen so far from Danila in this set, as far as the up tilt into the back end connection, which is Bayonetta's primary kill confirm. And yeah, we're going to be needing a lot more of those for Danila if we're going to be taking the set here so far. Does make up all this percent on Vedi. We're not going to be finding the kill there. We are going to be taking the X jump, but we're not going to find that kill either.
Danila did way more aerials than I thought that any Bayonetta could do. To being that far the glass zone and still trying to get this kill, still having to get back to the stage too.
Yeah, once again, like you said, there's always something in the tank for Bayonetta as far as aerials off stage go.
Right now, Danila is perfectly happy to stay on stage. They know that they can kill Vedi anywhere that they want to if they want to get the stock. The jab will take the stock, not quite yet.
Nope, just living that, and we make it through the bullet arts as well. Can we get back to the stage here, Vedi? Yes, we do with it. Oh my goodness. Roll through, and we get the stock with the up B. Vedi looking extremely strong right now.
We have not been seeing too many of these either so far in this set, but Vedi is certainly pulling them out, taking 2 stocks so far in this set with those uppies. And now we're down to last stock apiece, still 0-0. And the venue's freaking out for the mainstream, but we got the side stream as well to worry about between these two players.
Yeah, I believe Fuyo just completed a 3-2 victory over Quag on the main side, and on this side, Vedi looking to go up 2-1 on Danila, or vice versa. We're on our last stock situation right now.
Both these players, they're looking for those reversals instead of those true combos. And Danila getting quite a bit of damage, but now Vedi answering back. Trying to get one of those big hard-hitting moves, but now he's stuck in the blender right now.
Man, we can't find the up tilt there, does Danila? That could have maybe been an up tilt back air stock. I don't know if I could have lived that. There's an up tilt. We're actually going to be linking it into the witch twist, rather. So not the stock here with the back air.
These players have been reading each other's roles so effectively, and all you need is to read that spot dodge to get that final stock. Yeah. Now, Danila with the advantage going to the game.
Neutral get-ups, which have been working so well for Vedi. We saw it in the second stock, right? Did the neutral get-up roll through up B? Just didn't work out that time. Danila able to read that, get a raw back air, and that is Danila going up 2-1 now on Vedi.
And the thing is, you can see these, like, the differences in the Ike gameplay from Vedi as compared to, like, what you might typically associate with Ike. It's been a lot more grounded. It's been a lot more of the checking. It's been a lot more of these shields, waiting for Danila to swing, either in the movement or with these attacks. If they want to get this damage and they want to get these two pieces, Vedi is, like, playing well in that respect. No slouch to both of these players.
Ooh, fair combos. A lot of damage coming out there from Danila right now.
Switch time as well, but Vedi is going to call him out on that. It's only 23%, but still, you do need anything that you can get. If you want to take this game, if you want to take this set.
Absolutely, because right now, 3 straight 2 pieces, and now you're at kill percent against Ike right now. 68%, that's a scary place to be living with Ike.
There are also some dangerous bullet arts, preventing from Vedi doing anything to actually get back to the stage. That quick draw, not going to be as effective, but still does manage to get back for a little bit. And now, can we get the reset?
We get the up throw. Vedi maybe read the air dodge there, but couldn't pull the trigger on some sort of killing move, just not in the right positioning. But the F tilt will be taking that stock, and that, again, we are at Vedi, living against Bayonetta at these high percents until we got a pull back there.
These two players are just answering each other again and again, back and forth. No one ever getting a really stable lead at this point.
Well, it's two characters that are like almost the opposite ends of the dichotomy, where Ike is going to be hitting like 2-piece combos, like you said, and Bayonetta is going to be doing these really, really long strings. So with a lot of damage from Bayonetta, and then like 2 neutral ones from Ike, and we even it right back up, or vice versa.
There's been a lot of these resets. It's also been a lot of these onstage combos from Danila. These combos have been doing well to just pile on a lot of nice damage to get Vedi at those kill percents.
Yeah, and we do roll from ledge this time, does Vedi, and he gets the Vedi up smash. Not going to find the stock. Good DI there from Danila, and a good jump out of that combo as well.
And now, all these players are looking for that next big opportunity to up throw into the bear. What are these new innovations, Danila? Vedi, though, wanting to go like the old classic. We already saw the F tilt kill once.
Yeah, second verse, same as the first from Vedi right there. As we get that kill with the Ike forward tilt. And now, can we get a little bit of damage on this Bayonetta before the stock gets taken? It looks like that's Vedi's primary objective right now, as we get 57% off of 1 neutral one.
It was a long time where Danila didn't want to pull the trigger on that air dodge just yet, and Vedi was more than happy to just go and keep on piling more of this aerial damage. As now, Danila,
wow, with that Aether scooped.
These Aethers have really been coming in clutch. Vedi has been not the most liberal with them, but when he does throw them out, they have been paying off.
Yeah, willing to take as much as as much percent as Danila is willing to give him on the bullet arts, because he knows that those aren't death. That is, though, 3 straight Ike F tilt kills. 1, 2, 3,
Oh my gosh. It was just crazy to see. I mean, I know that Ike F tilt is good. I didn't know
Ike
it
F
was
good.
I know it's good. Sometimes I just forget at least I could take that early of a stock, especially against Bayonetta.
Yeah, absolutely. And now this is a Game 5, another Game 5 here in the final bracket stage. Again, loser of this game goes home at 13th. Vedi looking to be, again, one of the first voted players to get better than 13th at Summit. He could do it right now with a win over Danila. Danila not wanting to bow out at 13th, obviously. But he's got a roadblock in the way, and the roadblock is named Ike.
I hate to point this out, but Danila, so far in this entire weekend, they've only had 1 set. That was not a Game 5 set. And most of the time, it has gone in the favor of their opponents. Now the question is, can Vedi continue to add on to that and possibly stifles Danila's run at 13th place?
Yeah, and that was the first time Danila's touched Vedi. Danila already at 80% here, which, again, is kill percent against this Ike. Ike is a strong warrior right now, and these Nair up tier will not connect.
That bat within might have just saved Danila's run in this entire bracket.
It really might have, I'm going to be honest.
We also see a little bit of that F-tilt coming out from Vedi. We saw enough of it.
Ooh, good back air.
We saw enough of it last set. We didn't see enough of those back airs from the previous game as well. Almost as powerful as the F-tilt alone.
This is the most locked in I've seen Vedi in a long time. We've talked about how Vedi, like, doesn't really play the game as much as others. He's mostly like running tournaments, less so playing in them. So I don't know how much practice he has as of recent, but right now he looks composed. He looks locked in against this Bayonetta.
He looks ready. He came prepared for this day number 2 of Wisconsin Summit. can be a little tiring to play, like, you know, at this caliber for 2 straight days. But Vedi looks locked. He looks poised and ready. He does not want to end his summit run just yet.
Yeah, Danila's got to find something quickly. 170% on this Ike. And the dash attack, not quite going to do it. I thought maybe with the rage.
It was so close for that fair. Also going to be putting Danila at quite an awkward situation off stage. And now you have Ike sitting there with those forward tilts. Getting that platform, but still Danila ready to answer right back with that fair.
But an answer immediately from Vedi as well. We are 2 stocks to 1 right now. Danila on his Summit life. Vedi looking to make the upset. Probably the biggest upset we've seen so far in Summit.
I'd be inclined to agree with you right there. Now Vedi looking to get his hands right there on Danila, getting the initial, getting only these 2-piece combos. He's waiting for these defensive options from Danila, scouting the evasiveness. Danila want to answer back, get a little bit of damage. Needs to pile on a little bit if you want to get this kill against this giant Ike.
Yeah, Ike is just proving to be a massive roadblock for Danila right now. He can't figure out how to stop Ike from recovering the stage. Because Vedi's just going above him every time or snapping the ledge. And usually Bayonettas love to keep you at the ledge. And we saw in the first couple games where Danila was hitting a lot of those, like, here comes the giant fist forward smashes. But doesn't need it right there as we get the up tilt in the back air. Now we're both on our last stock scenario.
That was the smoothest way. Now it's a question of, it's a game of chicken at this point. Who's going to give each other that big read, that big defensive option? Vedi, though, trying to take advantage of it and get more of these 2-piece combos.
All right, here's an up throw. Can we find something off it? No, Danila with a wise jump out of there. And we can't find any kills just yet.
Now you see, like, you know, Vedi does not want to get put in the air. He wants to have his feet planted on the ground. He knows that that's where Danila can't get the stock, can't get the kill.
Yeah, absolutely, especially with Bayonetta. Bayonetta is so dangerous in the air, and the up tilt also going to be backed within. Try to get the nair up air there, couldn't find it. It is 1 Ike hit away here from Vedi with the upset. Can we find it? The forward tilt! The forward tilt's going to take it, and that is Vedi taking it 3-2 over Danila.
I must move forward.
What a set. What incredible stuff from both these players, but especially Vedi on the Ike right there.
Dude, that set was like the definition of a nail biter. That got down to the absolute moment, pushed these players to the absolute limits. And that was to make it to at least, like, you know, 9th place.
Yeah, that was to get 9.
What? Oh my goodness. It's Summit, man.
That's Summit.
That is Summit in a nutshell. The emotions run high. Everyone wants to, like, you know, put out the best that they can. If there's one tournament to show up at in Wisconsin, it is Summit and other tournaments like Cream City Convergence when it comes to that. Yeah, but Summit especially.
Summit is like the place where you see matchups like this. And now we're going to be going from the loser side to the winner side of things. So we're going to be getting Eric, though, and Kit. We're talking about